Today's video is all about the latest update from Twinmotion 2023.1. My name is Katerina, I'm a garden designer, and I see you next. Welcome to another video from Garden Design Tools. In today's video, it's all about the latest update from Twinmotion. So pretty cool. User interface is the first thing that jumps up, So we have now a few new icons, but we have a new configuration as well. So you have the stats now in the column here on the left. We're gonna go through the actual official release notes, but I just wanted to have a feel. What I've seen straight away is that you have a lot more in the column on the right now. When it comes to ambience, for example, if you click here in the scenegraph, the ambience option, you have a lot more settings, a lot more control, color correction, and the weather. Now it's all here in the column on the right. You can see camera settings. If you go here, depth of field, you can enable straight away. You have here, you need to click in the details and it shows you more things. So you have a lot more control in the different options and the way your scene looks. HDR was improved as well. So there is a lot of things, and you can come here and already upload here an HDR environment or sky, whatever you want. So you have here a lot of settings, a lot of options. You have the location as well, and the view sets in here. This is like scenes you can create here as well. So I really like the organization. Again, in here you have, it's just a bit different. The populate one, for example, he appears now here. You've clicked here below, but he appears here, and that's basically the foliage, the paths. So we had this before. It's just in a different configuration setting. You have here the materials in your model. Of course, you can come in the picker and you pick the material. Okay, and once you pick the material, it's going to appear in the column on the left, of the right, sorry, the settings regarding that material, scale, and all of that. So pretty cool. It will take a little bit used to, if you're working a lot in the previous Twinmotion user interface, but I think it sounds amazing. And I saw a much better improvement in the final rendering, and you have more effects now. You can apply a little bit. You still need to do a lot of work, a little bit of work, not a lot, but a little bit of work in post-production, but it's getting better, the renderings. Okay, so I'll post them in the end of this video for you to take a look at. I did tweak a little bit in Photoshop, but nothing very, very major. But I still haven't worked enough here inside Twinmotion. I'm sure once I tweak it here a little bit, it will be even better, the results. But I'm really enjoying. And now when you go into, for example, into media, you have straight away, because I've selected the architecture scene, so like we did previously, you have straight away different options. You can just click and see if you want that option. For example, if I wanted this kind of setting, sunrise in my garden, I just click update and it will, will have that setting for me. And here in the column on the right, you can see number 19 image, and now I can even tweak here all these options. So it's much more straightforward and practical in terms of just modifying all these options. So let's just go to the release notes, because as you can see, I didn't explore enough, but I really want you to show you, because I think the results are a lot better. So the new user interface, so they explain that basically they are grouped in levels, the panels. So I'm gonna add the link of the release notes in the description of this video, okay? But the new user interface is the most important thing in this update for me. Plus, of course, the quality of the renderings in the end and the effects. So home panel and templates. Okay, new glass-based materials, the glass translucent base material completely overhauled. So I did found some improved quality in the final rendering as well. Add new materials for the product design industry, not so much for me. It's not possible to perform basic color correction on the base color texture map in materials, so that's pretty cool. LED wall and new file formats, and here new HDR file processing, so that's pretty important as well. Okay, viewport and the new path tracer features, so again pretty cool. That's why I think it improved a lot the rendering in the end. I will post in the end of this video the renderings I've created, but still for me not enough vegetation. So all this vegetation except the trees, okay, came from my SketchUp model in the 3D warehouse, because it's still lacking a lot of vegetation in the library if you're a garden designer or a landscaper. But definitely something you can compensate using 3D warehouse models. What you're not going to have is a wind effect on your, or the growth effect. We know if you work in Twinmotion, you can grow your vegetation, you know, to show it to maturity. You're not going to have that on your plants, but I think the result is pretty cool, and you can compensate with the 3D warehouse free plant source you have there. And this all came from the 3D warehouse. So I think if you're thinking about, you know, exploring Twinmotion, I think it's amazing after learning SketchUp to have Twinmotion as your rendering program to create a more realistic rendering in terms of materials, using daylights, etc. I am gonna do a night rendering and upload it in the end of this video as well for you to check it out to see how it looks. See you guys in the next video.